Hey, hey, hey. If you're scrolling through and you stumble on this channel and you're waiting for your person, you've been praying, some nights you've been crying, you've been asking God what's taking so long, you're on the right channel. All right. I'm Jill. I am one half of Terrence and Jill of A God-Ordained Union, and our channel is all about um, uh, inspiring, uplifting, encouraging those who are longing for their person, and it just hasn't come yet. He or she has not come yet. We've been there. I was 52 when I walked down the aisle, 48 when I met Terrence. Never had any children, never got married. Terrence got married when Terrence and I got married when Terrence had been divorced for 16 years. So all through our 30s and our 40s, single, and me through my 20s. And so we know how you feel. You're on the right channel. Please subscribe. Please share our videos. Please stick around. Please join us on Tuesday evenings, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when we go live. You can meet my husband when he comes, but tonight he is not here. Tonight he is not. He's, matter of fact, he's in the bed. I had a meeting that I was on. I had jumped on a meeting at 6:30 and it lasted for like 2 hours. But I said, I gotta get on. I gotta get on and I have to talk to you all. When I get on by myself, it's what I like to call Waiting to Wifey Chronicles. And basically things that I wish someone would have told me in my waiting season, but now I know in my wifey season, or I'm learning in my wifey season. So that's why I call it the Waiting to Wifey Chronicles. And so I had to come on tonight because I had to talk about this topic. So my cousin started this conversation on Facebook, and the topic was or is why married women do not go on girls' trips. And so all these married women and single women talking about that's crazy, that's ludicrous, that's this, that's that, that's this, and this. And here I am, I come on the scene into the conversation with a different perspective. So let me just first preface this by saying I do not speak for all women. I do not speak for all Black women. I do not speak for all Christian women. I do not speak for all married women. I'm just giving my perspective, my point of view, my opinion. So let me just say that I ain't speaking for nobody but me, but I use the same title because that's what the title is: Why Married Women Do Not Go on Girls' Trips. That's the title that's floating around social media. All right. So don't think I'm speaking for y'all married women because everybody got their own opinions. And I'm just coming here on our platform to give my opinion. So the short answer for me is that no, I would not go on a girls' trip now being married unless it's with my sisters/cousins. That's it. My sisters/cousins. And why? The simple reason is because I literally maxed out on girls' trips when I was single. I maxed out girls' trips, girls' night out, slumber parties, birthday bashes, bachelorette parties, bridal showers, all out of town, wherever, um, um, getaways, weekend getaways, on cruises, at beaches all around the U.S., out of the country, Jamaica, Cancun. I've done it. I've New York shopping trips, all of these things, these girls get a girlfriend getaways. I've been there. I've done that. So when I say that I would not go on a girls trip, is because I'm over that season. I'm over that season. That season has gone from me. There is nothing that is that I, let me just say this. When I would go on those trips, when me and my girlfriends would go on those trips, it was, let me just be honest, it was to have, a one night encounter. even if it was not, and we're not talking about sleeping with these guys or anything, but a lot of times, like we would go on a trip. Like I remember one time we went on a trip and all of us were, we met our own separate guys. And for the night or whatever, for the evening, I'm sorry, for the evening, we had our own guy friend, and we chilled out with that person, dance, have fun. That's what girls trips are to me. And that's what they, I mean, of course, as we got older, it wasn't like that, you got, but to me, honestly, girls trips are about one or two things for a married woman. It's either an escape or to fill a void. To me, is either an escape or to fill a void. And I don't need to do either one because I ain't trying to escape my husband. Like, I really love my husband's company. I love being around my husband. I love um we're more than just husband and wife. Like, we're business partners. We prayer partners. We got it, and I'm not talking about anybody else's marriage. I just know for me, like, I don't have an interest in going on a girls trip. Like, I just don't. The only way I would, would I make this point also in the group is that on Facebook I said the only way I would go on a girls whatever, other than with my sisters and my cousins, is that, if we're going on a couples trip and the women, the wives, get together and go out to dinner or go out like to brunch or whatever. But as far as, I'm not interested. I'm just not interested. And I think it's okay. My husband made this great point because we were talking about it earlier. He said, there's this stigma out there that you can't have fun with your spouse, and that in order to have fun, you got to be with girlfriends or you got to be with the guys. The guys got to be with the guys, and that's just not true. I mean, me and my husband, first of all, we're homebodies, but I remember more than enough times since we've been married that we've gone out dancing with friends, with other couples. We've gone out dancing and had amazing time. Like, so I don't know. Of course, we vacation, and when we go on vacation, like, we max out, like, we experience the place. And so I don't know. I just don't, I don't, been there, done that. Been there, done it. And it's funny. What is really funny is that my cousin who posted that post, just this year, she had a slumber party for her mom, which I grew up. Her mom is my cousin, which her mom is in our age group. And so she hosted a birthday party for her mom, and all of the cousins came together. They all came to Charlotte. And so from all around the country, mostly from the New York and Maryland and from other parts of North Carolina. And I was the only one that was local. The party was 10 minutes away, 5 minutes away. And so she had hotel rooms for all of us. We had matching pajamas. She went all out for this slumber party for the whole weekend. And guess what? I stayed one night and I was missing my husband. One night. And I mean, I don't know. I just I I mean, I would do it. I would do it just for me. And that was the first time that I stayed away from Terrence since we've been married. But I was just missing my husband. Then I had another cousin who posted in a Facebook group, and she said the same thing. She said she just went on a trip with her sister and sisters-in-law a couple of months ago. And she said she cried the whole plane ride because she was like missing her husband. Like, I mean, it's not a clingy thing, it's not a control thing. I don't know. I'm just not interested. I'm just not interested. You know, why married women don't go on girls' trips? Because we just ain't interested. There's nothing there's nothing that I need to get or do around girlfriends that I can't do around my husband. Now, don't get me wrong. If of course, I'm gonna go out to dinner. I'm gonna meet my girlfriends, for a meal. But as far as staying overnight and multiple nights, nah, And I think the only people, as I said, the people who probably have, who must have a girls trip, and I can understand, is they're probably, ones who have kids and they do need to, quote unquote, in a getaway and escape. But I don't have that, so I can't. I really can't relate. And so this is just my opinion. But if you want to know why a lot of married women do not go on girls trips, I mean, at the end of the day, they're just not interested. And I can emphatically say the interest is because I maxed out on it when I was single. I maxed out on it. Like, I don't feel like I'm missing anything. Like, we did what they said, all the things. I did all the things. And so yeah. Um, but yeah, I was thinking about one of my favorite girls trips. Well, two of them. And both of them were with my sisters. And so one of them, we went on a cruise. We didn't tell anybody. It was like in October, we said, let's go on a cruise in a few weeks. And we booked a cruise and we went. And I think that was, yeah, I think that was, I was living in Maryland, definitely, but we went on a cruise and we had a great time. And then right before me and Terrence met, the sisters went on another cruise. No, we didn't go on a cruise. We went to Destin. We went to Destin, Florida, and we stayed a week. And we had such an awesome time. So I love going like. I mean, to be honest with you, this is another video. Like, I'm very girlfriends. Yeah, that's a whole nother video, but the dynamics change once you get married. It changes. And so, yeah. Um, but yeah, that's the only way I would go on a girls trip, really. If it was with my husband and it was couples and the married women, we were on a trip together and we went off and did an excursion or brunch or caught a meal, something, with just the wives. But the other flip side of that is with my sisters slash cousins. I would go on a girls trip. Otherwise, I'm not interested. Like, I'm just not interested. No shade to anybody. Like I said, I've been there, done that. There's nothing that I need out of a girls trip. There's absolutely nothing I need out of a girls trip. So that's my opinion. I guess I can now talk about being married, but that's my opinion as a married woman. And then, that's one of the things. Things change. Things change. When I was single, but let me just say this. Even when I was single and married women would want to hang out with us, I'm like, girl, go home to your husband. One of my best girlfriends was married long, when a lot of us was single. And I would not call her house at a certain time. Like, once she got married, I fell in order. Now, other girlfriends, like, why you got to do that? Why? I just respected people's marriage. And, you know, did you ask your husband? Did you talk this over with your husband before we do this? And I always was like, girl, no, go get you some married friends. I understand. And I was single. But yeah, so that's my opinion. Don't forget to catch us tomorrow night, Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we're going live. We got an awesome topic. We're talking about it just takes one decision. One decision. So we're going to talk about that. Yeah, that's it. My husband is resting, and I am about to wind down and join him. All right. You all be blessed. And again, this is my opinion. Like it or not, it's my opinion. All right. You all be blessed, and I will catch you all tomorrow.